Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are doing this again. This is PANCZASU, the Mighty Make spammer with Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planewalkers. It is a best of 7 of best of 7s, I would say. The thing that I'm playing against gameslayer. Spoilers warning. Spoilers, okay? There we go, spoiler away. Lost so far every single match, and the trend isn't good. First I lost 4-3, then I lost 4-2, then I lost 4-1. So, technically speaking, I should lose 4-0 this time around. Let's hope that is not the case, because we're playing a best of 7 of best of 7s. So if I win 4 best of 7s in a row, I prove to gameslayer I'm a better player than he is. But let's be honest, I'm expecting a 4-0 lose. I'm expecting to lose 4-0 this time around, because yeah, you know how it goes, But I'll try to not make too many stupid mistakes, for a change. So, you know the format, I don't need to explain it to you. The decks that gameslayer will not be playing this time around are the Peacekeepers, which I guess is a good thing indeed. The Celestial Light, wonder why I banned this. I don't know. Why would I do so? And Born of Flame. So, in general, I was pretty lucky with the bans that gameslayer got. All 3 of those decks are very strong. Peacekeepers are not the guys I'm most afraid of, but still, I'm glad to have them out of the way, I would say. Now, as for the decks that I can play, those are the Obedient Dead. Finally, I've never had a chance to show them to you, and they are a very strong and amazing deck, fun to play as well, which is the most important. Dream Puppets, I can play as them. I used to love them, now I don't love them as much. I'm gonna mute against it, by the way, in case he cares or something. The Goblins, I hate playing as them, and I hate playing against them, so yeah, that's not too good, I guess. What else can I play as? I can play as the Grinning Malice, my red and black deck, which always wins against gameslayer off camera, but on camera I never win, which is kind of annoying, but I guess it happens. Mind Stones, my weakest deck, but also a very funky one and funny one, so I kind of like it. Subliminal Strength, again, I got that. I did random Aura Servants, but gameslayer banned it, unfortunately, because it is my favorite deck, and by far my most powerful deck as well, so that's unfortunate. And did I forget about anything? No, I did show you 7 decks I'm going to play, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, those are the 7 decks I will be playing as. And I'll start off with Obedient Dead. They are a very strong deck to play as, and I do need a first win. Last time it didn't help me a lot, but I do need a first win. I'll normally probably go for Born of Flame to start with, because they are very powerful as well, but gameslayer would know that I'll do that. So let's go with Obedient Dead, and I'll see you everybody in game number 1. Okay, game number 1 has started. Look at my luck with the lack of lands. This doesn't bode too well. Of course I'll draw on your hand, thank you very much. 2 lands, but I do get a very strong 2 mana cost creature. There is an Underworld Dreams card, which used to be very powerful in the first Duels of the Planewalkers game. Now it's not as strong, but it's still nice. I'm not gonna risk mulliganing again, and I'll pray for more lands, because that's about the extent of what I can do. I do have the Phage, the Untouchable. Very nice creature. If I can get this creature on the battlefield and attack just once, I win the game. As simple as that. So, let's hope I don't get mana starved. You know I'm gonna get mana starved, but let's hope that is not the case. And we'll see what the gameslayer does as well. I'm kinda interested to see what kind of deck he plays as. I'll try. Is he playing the Obedient Dead or Exalted Darkness? I think he might have gone for Exalted Darkness, but if it's Obedient Dead, then we have a mirror matchup on our hands, and then, you know, the winner will be the guy with better starting hand. And I'm afraid my starting hand is not going to be the more powerful one, because I drew a card, it is not a mana. And until I draw mana, I'm in a very unsecured spot, I would say. I mean, everything can happen. And gameslayer, he will probably have this. Oh yeah, he went for Obedient Dead as well. If he went for Exalted Darkness, he would have had. Oh come on, no mana! No! It's happening again! Oh well, I can at least attack with my Shadow, and I can buff this guy to near infinity with my cards. So let's buff him as much as I can. There we go, buff him twice. So now this guy is going to get a +1/+1 for each swamp I control. And that I tap to give him power, so that's a 4 powered creature that already attacked gameslayer in the stand. So I did deal some damage, and it's important because now I feel like gameslayer is going to have this one in the bag, because so far I've had a pretty bad lag with lands, as you can see. I could have mulliganed again, but I couldn't trust my luck. I mean, you know my luck, it's not there. So, since I already had 2 lands and a fairly decent hand, I didn't want to risk it. And look at that, it's also not a bad hand. Now, what do I want to start with? I could either cast a Spectre, which is nice. I mean, I would continue to deal damage, a nice portion of damage as well to Gameslayer. It is a flying creature, so difficult to deal with and whatnot. A good creature in general. And it also makes opponent discard a card. And I do want Gameslayer to not have as many cards as he does. But instead, I could wait until he's got less cards, so there are more powerful cards that he's got left in his hand, and then discard one of those cards, and then he'll be annoyed. So let's start with Underworld Dreams. That will cause Gameslayer to lose 1 life every turn. So unless he does something about this, we've got 16 turns left in this game. Of course, Gameslayer will cast... maybe, you know what I think? Gameslayer has this Obliterator again, the card that is almost impossible to kill. He's going to cast it now, and no, that's not the Obliterator. It is instead a very strong creature, and I'm very happy that I didn't cast my Spectre. Then again, this guy cannot kill black creatures, so it's not too bad. And you know what? I could just kill him with my Murder card. Or instead, I could cast my Spectre already, which I think is a better idea. Let's make Gameslayer discard a card. I'm still mana starved, by the way. I still didn't grab additional mana, but at least I can do stuff with 3 mana. I mean, I would need a 4th mana to use my Shade, which will give me even more mana, which is nice. But until then, yeah. Okay, so Gameslayer got rid of his Race from Grave, which is a strong card, which makes me rather worried, because if he decided to, you know, get rid of such a strong card, then it definitely means that he's got even more powerful stuff that could give him the victory. I don't like this at all. Anyway, Gameslayer is obviously going to attack because he does have the first strike, which means that if I choose to block with my Spectre, I'll just die, and this guy will not die because he will attack first. And oh no, Gameslayer got his Vampire Nighthawk, a very powerful creature. I mean, look at this. 3 mana cost creature, you're flying, Death Touch, Lifelink, and 2 power and 3 toughness. That is insane. And I do mean it. It is a very powerful card, more powerful than it should have been for this mana cost. Literally. But whatever, at least I got my mana, which is very important. Now what I can do is play a Shade to get another mana, or I could just murder one of Gameslayer's creatures. And as much as I do want to murder a creature, I also need another mana, badly. So let's do just that. I'm gonna get my Shade, I'm gonna get my mana. Let's find a nice artwork, shall we? I do like picking at artworks. And this one is my favorite swamp artwork out of the ones that are available in this Duels of the Planewalkers game. So that's cool. In the next turn, I will not in fact be mana starved. Obviously, I'm also not going to attack because this would be just a suicide. I only have 2 power and 1 toughness. This creature would kill me, give Gameslayer life and whatnot. Now the problem is, Gameslayer can heal up every time he attacks, right? It is not a problem for him as he does have a lifelink. And come on, Massacre Worm! Or Worm, or whatever it's called. I cannot believe this. This lucky bastard is going to win because of his hand. Fortunately, I can murder this guy in the next turn, but things do not look too good. I mean, I lost the 2 creatures I had. It's still within the realms of possibility, me winning this game. I mean, in the next turn I'll have 5 mana, not enough to cast 2 murders at once, but enough to kill one of those guys. So, destroy target creature, it can be black, which is important. I could deal 2 damage to a creature to gain 2 damage as well, but I need to deal with this Massacre Worm. I mean, look at that. Whenever a creature I control dies, then I lose 2 life, and yeah. It's basically a very powerful, tough creature, and it deals 6 damage per turn, so let's kill this guy right away. I cannot do anything else in this turn, but at least I'm not dead right away. It will cost me additional 4 damage, unfortunately, and there's nothing I can do about this as well. But in the next turn I will be able to heal for 2 damage, so I'm still in the game for a little bit longer, and Gameslayer, he continues to lose his life. I mean, he does heal every turn with his guy, and come on! Non-Tuco Shade is a very powerful guy. There are at least 2 or maybe 3 of those guys in the deck now with those promo cards. I have 2. One is a promo card, one is a natural card, so I'm hoping to draw an additional one, because those guys, they're very powerful. I mean, yeah, go away first strike, I'm trying to look at something. I mean, oh, I only have 6 left, it's not too good. I mean, 2 mana cost for 2-1 is not too great, but they can buff themselves to infinity, which is strong. Anyway, got additional mana, which is nice. I can cast my Corrupt, which will allow me to heal up quite significantly. And by that I mean I'll gain 6 life, so I'll be back to a total of 12 life. But I don't think there's anything Gameslayer can do to kill me in the next turn. I mean, that's 2... Hold on a second. He can't kill me if he buffs his Nuntuku Shade. Right, because that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, possibly 9 damage. And that's an insta-kill. So I need to kill it right now. Except I can't use this last kiss ability, because then Gameslayer will just buff this guy, right? And he will have enough toughness to survive my last kiss. So I need to murder the Shade, because there is nothing Gameslayer can do to save it right now. And then I need to last kiss the Necral to gain 2 life and get this guy off the field. And that's exactly what I had to do. There is no better option for me right now. Now I'm back to 8 life, so I'm still in the game. But unfortunately, Gameslayer keeps gaining 1 life per turn, because keep in mind, he loses 1 life per turn and gains 2 per turn, so he basically gains 1 per turn. And I keep losing 2 life per turn, and oh no! He got the nested ghoul! He's a very powerful guy, because I basically attack him and he spawns zombies on the battlefield. Very annoying, very difficult to deal with, and he deals 4 damage per turn. I feel like I was screwed a little bit with my starting hand. Not the best at all. And still no more manas, and I can't cast my untouchable legendary creature. Very annoying. I could cast my Judge Medallion, but then I would be able to cast Corrupt, which is by far not the optimal thing. So what I can do is... let's think about this. If I kill the Nested Ghoul, right, then there will be a 2/2 black zombie creature token on the battlefield. Able to attack me next turn. So I can either do that or kill the Nighthawk. Let's think what is more important for me right now. Nighthawk does have the lifelink ability, so he keeps hitting Gameslayer, which is not good. But at the same time, this guy can hit harder, so I need to make sure that he dies fast, and make sure that he only spawns a single 2/2 black zombie instead of like a billion. So let us do that. In the next turn, I'll cast Judge Medallion, so that in the next turn after that, I'll possibly be able to cast the Untouchable. But I think that by then, I'll be dead. So let's cast Corrupt. Let's cast it on a creature, and let's cast it on this guy. Gameslayer will gain a 2/2 zombie, but I think it's something I have to do in order to stay in the game. Back to 12 health, I'm still in it, hanging by a thread, begging for more land. I mean, literally begging for more land to cast the Untouchable. Then again, Gameslayer might get a murder card, which would just kill my Untouchable straight away, and make me rather annoyed, but you never know. I mean, there is little I can do by now. Gameslayer does have the advantage in terms of cards his card. He didn't play his card, which means that it is an instant. I think it's a murder card. Can I wait for any longer? Let's think. If it is a murder card, and I'm very certain it is, Gameslayer, he couldn't cast it right away. He had to skip his turn. He didn't even get a chance to click on the continue. So there's an instant. What kind of instant is it though? If it's just a last kiss, then it will do 2 damage to my Untouchable and I'll be fine. But if it's a murder card, then Gameslayer will just kill this baby, and this will be it. However, what if I wait? I might get another creature to cast on the field for Gameslayer to kill. It is a tough choice, isn't it? Let's think what happens if I wait. If I wait, then Gameslayer deals an additional 4 damage to me, so I am down to 4 life. I cast this guy in the next turn, but Gameslayer deals an additional 4 life and I'm dead. So I have to cast her or else I die, or I have to pray that I draw something that gives me life in the next turn. I'm not willing to take this chance. Gameslayer will kill her. I know he's holding a murder in his hand, but whatever, let's just pray he doesn't. Let's pray he doesn't. He does, I can assure you. I'm about to lose my legendary, but at least it's there, okay? It's there, and I can pretend like I have a chance to stay in the game. Then again, also you have to realize, this Vampire Nighthawk, he does have Death Touch. He can just kill my guy by, oh yeah, Tendrils of Corruption. Almost the same thing, whatever. I knew Gameslayer had something to kill my creature, right? So there we go. There was nothing else I could have done. Now I'm going to lose 4 life. And that's about it, unfortunately. This card was the only thing that could have saved me, because it would make Gameslayer lose if I was able to attack him. But no, nothing would change, actually, if I didn't play him, because I would have gained a Swamp, and that's about it. Swamp wouldn't save me, so it's just that. I lost the game because I had a worse hand. I mean, I'm thinking about what I did, and if I could have done anything better, but honestly, I do not think so. I could have mulliganed, and that's the only thing I could have changed to maybe survive for longer, and that's about it. But let's face it, it was a mirror matchup. I can't blame the hand without any sense of guilt. Gameslayer just got a better hand, and that's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first match not going too well, unfortunately. Superior luck beats superior skill. That's something I told Gameslayer last time, and as I've proven again, luck beats skill. I won 1-0 for Gameslayer, and I'll see you again in match number 2. Hello and welcome to game number 2. This time with Born of Flame, a deck that never fed me before. Freelance at the start, not the best selection of cards though. I mean, Torch Fiends are nice, I like them because they deal a decent amount of damage, are relatively cheap, and can destroy artifacts. But other than that, Flame Break... not too good, and Searing Spear, I would like to mulligan, but I know my luck, guys. Should I? Oh, too late. I was about to press mulligan. But then again, if I did, then I would probably get like 0 lands, so I shouldn't really... Oh, I got a Phoenix! It's all good in the neighborhood. Alright. So, the Bino Gameslayer knows that I went for Born of Flames. He knows that I had to risk going with yet another powerful card. He went for Pack Instinct. Oh no, wait a second, that's... great! I reach with Death Touch! Exactly what I needed! You lucky bastard! Yeah, so he's going to counter my Phoenixes very, very well. Unless I just Searing Spear this bastard. Or use my Torch Fiend to kill her, which in my opinion is a good trade. So I'm willing to take that trade any day of the week. Thank you very much. So Gameslayer, he is playing with either... I think those are Ancient Wounds that have the Thorn World Archer. So he decided to went with decks that he believes to be one of his weaker decks. Which is, in my opinion, stupid because I've seen people on the internet play this deck incredibly well, and it's just so scary sometimes. I mean, ridiculously powerful. So, in all honesty, Gameslayer is making a mistake by saying it's weak, because when you start bouncing your creatures around like a crazy madman, that's when things get really interesting. So anyway, I can play my Medallion and still cast my Searing Spear, which is what I am willing to do, but first of all I want to see if Gameslayer is stupid enough to actually block my Fiend with his Archer. I'm curious to see if that is indeed the case. He's not stupid enough, he's not going to block, he's just going to take this damage like a man that he is not. That wasn't funny. And now, do I actually kill this Archer? Because if I don't, he will gain power, and then with gained power, I'll still be able to kill him with a Fiend. But then again, as he gains power, he still continues to be a liability to my Phoenix. I'm just going to use a Searing Spear to kill this guy. Why not? I mean, the ring will stay on the battlefield, and it's a ring that I need to worry about. But then again, Ancient Wilds is not the most ring-friendly deck. I mean, they do like bouncing their troops back from the battlefield to the hand, and from the hand to the battlefield. And without the ring, the ring, you know, it benefits the most the creatures that stay on the battlefield, so it's not the best. Also, Gameslayer, he's got 4 mana and still didn't play any of his cards. I'm seriously worried, and when I'm worried, I cast my Phoenix. And after that, I cast my Torch Fiend. And then, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to destroy this artifact with my Torch Fiends, but not right now. Right now I can deal additional damage with those Torch Fiends, and additional damage is what I need. I need to kill Gameslayer as soon as possible, before he gets his amazing powerful combo cards, which he will get at some point in time. Do not doubt that for a second. I know this lucky bastard, he likes being lucky. Yeah, that is indeed the case. That is what I just said. He likes being lucky. Okay, anyway, I can destroy this equipment if I choose to do so. Let's see what kind of card Gameslayer decides to play. I can also destroy all cards that do not have flying on the battlefield. Well, maybe not destroy, but... Ooh, the spider. She kills my Phoenix straight away. So I could cast my Flame Break to get the Phoenix back and kill my Torch Fiends. Don't want to do so necessarily. Well, not just yet, because what I'm going to do is cast my Infernal Titan, which is very powerful card. I mean, look at this. I can deal 3 damage divided amongst creatures and or players. I'm going to deal the damage to Gameslayer straight away. A very nice and powerful card, so let's target a player. Let's not target myself, shall we? Then target a player again and make it Gameslayer, and target a player again and make it Gameslayer once more. So a ton of damage coming Gameslayer's way right about now, thank you very much. And now I can continue my turn. And I'll attack with both of my Fiends. You might be surprised, why do I do so? Well, it's simple. Gameslayer will block one of those, and then I'll sacrifice it, right? Oh, I have no mana to sacrifice it. I'm such a dummy. Alright, well, oops. Stupidity happens, alright? Don't judge. Oh, you will be judged. I just got judged. Whatever, it happens. I'll have to deal with this. I still have my frame break, and I can cast it without having my amazing card die, so it's all good. I think in the next turn I'll attack with my Fiend, deal those 2 damage to the spider, then cast my flame break to deal 3 damage to everybody else, kill the slime, because slimes are annoying, and then this will be fine. And I guess I did a wise choice because Medallion is way better than a land. I guess I keep saying that a land is Medallion is like a land, but it's better because if you cast multiple cards in a turn, this Medallion acts like multiple lands, as simple as that. So, let us make sure that I do not screw this up and I cast everything I want to in a proper way. And by proper way, I mean literally just a proper way. Now, will he attack? He does not choose to attack. Okay, I'm fine with that. Got additional mana, so that's good. Now, if I attack with my Fiend, then guess I could either block with his Acidic Slime, which would be stupid, or he could block with his Spider. But he might sense that something is fishy. So, I cannot attack with my Titan. Why? Because this creature has a death touch, and this will kill my Titan instantly, and I do not want this to happen, so instead I'm just going to do it like this, right? I'll do the damage. Gensei probably expects me to sacrifice this guy to destroy his ring, but no, in fact I'm more than happy to actually just deal this 2 damage, right? So this guy now has only 3 life, and before the turn ends, Flame Break to your face, Gensei, in your face I mean. And that's about that. Got my Phoenix back on the battlefield, and Gameslayer no longer has any of his creatures, including the creature that used to have reach. So far things are looking relatively okay, but Gameslayer has 3 cards in his hand. This could be anything, including this guy. Ooh, this guy is a scary guy. He does have a haste, and yeah, he can. Oh, that's not too bad actually. He has trample, and he can return this guy from the graveyard to the battlefield. So he's a difficult guy to deal with, but at the same time, he's not the worst. It could have been worse. So what I'm going to do simply is just attack with everything I've got, because yeah, he has haste and trample, but I have more damage and I have a flyer. So just about like that. Players, Gameslayer, players, Gameslayer. Players, Gameslayer, and Gameslayer just died. That's 3 damage dealt to him right away. Then I just... Actually, no, wait a second. He can block, so he's not going to die just yet. But in the next turn, he should. What I did was... Well, I just realized something really stupid. I should have killed this creature with the elemental damage, and then just kill Gameslayer, because I totally could have done that. I'm such a stupid person. I cannot even believe this. Wow, Gameslayer must be laughing. If it wins him the game, then I'll be annoyed. I seriously will be annoyed. But he didn't cast anything, so I guess he's dead anyway. And my stupidity has not been punished. But still, I took a risk I shouldn't have taken. And now I can just kill him with the elemental damage. Just pardon my stupidity. I cannot believe it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, second game ends with a victory, so we already know it is not going to go as poorly as I feared it might. Stay tuned for game number 3. Hello, game number 3. This is it. I am playing with my Green Malice deck, and for a change, I actually have land, so I'm going to keep this hand because I've got 3 swamps and a mountain. I would like to have more mountains because the deck I'm playing is very mountain heavy, but at the same time, you know. So, which card am I going to play first? Well, Gameslayer knows that I only have 2... Actually, no. If I play Swamp, then he will not know what I'm going to play. But at the same time, if I play Mountain, then he'll be even more confused, because I've got like a billion decks that I can play that actually use fire. I mean, I've got the Goblins, I used to have Bone of Flame, I've got the Mindstones, and the Grinning Malice. So he will not know what I'm going to play, but I think he's going to guess it correctly. Let's just make sure that he's confused for a little bit longer, alright? Or I could just play my Death card so I can cast Terminate when I need to. I don't think he'll cast anything powerful this turn just yet, so let's just continue with his feeling of uncertainty, which by the way is the feeling that amplifies love the most. Yeah, that's right, attachment amplifies love quite a bit. Then there is something else, you know, when one person doesn't want the other one, this also amplifies love even more than the attachment does. And then there is uncertainty, which is the most efficient love amplifier. So Gameslayer, you're supposed to love me now. Anyway, what do I want to cast first? I can cast the Blood Witch, who is a very powerful 3-1 card. and let this guy start attacking me for 3 damage each turn, or I can cast Terminate and kill this guy. Well, Gameslayer is playing as the Pack Instinct, he is bound to have more powerful cards soon, so I'd rather just cast my Blood Witch, thank you very much. It is a legendary creature, there is a good reason why it's a legendary creature, I mean look at this. I can sacrifice my red creatures to deal damage, or sacrifice black creatures to draw additional cards when I need to, which is, in my honest opinion, an amazing trait, although so far not very useful, at least not in the earliest of the games, since I didn't get any good low-cost cards. In fact, I didn't get any low-cost cards, with the exception of Blood Witch and Terminate, of course. Gameslayer doesn't want to attack. Interesting, maybe he is really afraid of me dealing damage to him. I still have my Terminate, but I cannot cast anything else. Not because I'm mana stuffed though, just because my creatures are so powerful they require a lot of mana. So, I'm not going to attack either Gameslayer, you come at me bro, because I'm definitely not going to come at you. Now the problem is, this guy now has Hexproof, right? So I cannot target him with my spells and I cannot do anything to him. I'm recording this, I am. So I cannot kill this guy now even if I wanted to, so he's completely safe. But it's good because I set my Terminate, so if Gameslayer, you know, throws another good card on the battlefield, then I can kill it before those hexproof equipment thingies actually, you know, enter the field and disallow me to target it. But Gameslayer chose not to attack again, and is he mana stuffed? If he is, then oh yes, I do like it. Anyway, I've got double Terminate. I think I'm going to win this, guys. I think I actually am. Anyway, I can deal 4 damage to target creature, which means that I can deal 4 damage to my own creature because this creature has Shroud. It's only with Hexproof. Shroud is a very old mechanic where you cannot target the creature with anything. Hexproof is a newer iteration of Shroud where you cannot target the creature except with your own spells. Now, do I want to cast a Demigod of Revenge? Why not? It's a flyer, he's got a full power and full toughness, and even if he dies, I can get him back on the field. I just need more Demigods of Revenge. So let's attack and be awesome about it. Of course, there's no way in a billion years I'm sacrificing this creature with my with my Blood Witch, even though I think it would actually trigger both effects, but I don't need either. I mean, I don't need another card, and I definitely do not need to deal 2 damage to a card that is protected from me dealing 2 damage to it. And Gameslayer, still no land. I think the tides of luck are turning finally, and he is actually going to lose because of lack of luck. Finally, he knows how it feels. You know, revenge is a sweet nectar indeed, and I like it a lot. Sadly, I cannot cast anything just yet, but you know, I'm far from complaining. I am far from complaining. Let's just keep attacking instead. And reserve those 2 Terminate for the times of need, because sooner or later Gameslayer might actually get the lands he needs to cast his big creatures, which he definitely does have, and then I'll be in a little bit of trouble, except I can just kill it outright. Hexproof! No, I cannot, because this guy doesn't care about magic. Well, I guess he chose the correct deck to fight me. I mean, he does have a lot of Shroud, Hex... Why did he... Oh, he wanted haste on the 3/3, so he could attack with him right away. That's smart. Now I guess I can outdamage me, but what's the point of that if he just, you know, is going to do that? So, skip blocking, not going to do anything, but what I can do is just cast Terminate on this guy because he's no longer protected. So, yeah, Gameslayer, congrats on casting a Shroud and a Hexproof on 1 creature. Yeah, I know, it's a smart move, because now he casted haste and he could attack with his Hexproof creature, but it meant that his Trampler is vulnerable. Now, I do have the Ifrit, a very interesting card that made me win a game that I should have lost. He's a very luck-based creature, yes, though the odds are slightly in favor. Basically, it's a roulette which kills everything, and allows you to win a game when you're about to lose, but I'm about to win, so I'd rather not cast this guy. Instead, I'm not going to cast anything whatsoever, because there is no need to. And I do not have the mana to cast the Vampiric Dragon, who's a very powerful guy as well. Why didn't I attack with the Witch? Why am I so stupid? The Gameslayer is going to laugh at me and going to say tut tut, pancake, and say stuff like that. But then again, I can't pretend like I'm... no, there's nothing I can pretend that I'm doing. Nothing whatsoever. I could say that maybe I'm trying to be able to defend... oh no! Genesis Wave, it is what killed me last time. But then again, he only put 1 forest into that, so it's not going to be good at all. He might not draw anything and put anything on the battlefield. Nope! That was useless. Gameslayer was really desperate to get something in the battlefield to survive to the next turn. He couldn't, and I've got even more Terminates. Just cause. Anyway, I might as well cast the Ifrit just to show him what I had, because, you know, for funds and whatnot. It's not going to trigger his effect in this turn, and Gameslayer cannot stop me from winning in this turn as well, so GG Gameslayer, that's a complete and royal stomp, and this is why you should be afraid of the Grinning Malice, my red and black deck of destruction, which excels at killing you. Finally I was able to prove that this is the case on a video. 2-1 for me, ladies and gentlemen, it is going well. Game number 4 has just officially started, and I am playing with Mindstorms. Same thing, really. And that's not a bad starting hand. 3 mana, a very strong 2 mana creature, and then some other creatures that are also relatively low cost. I'll keep this hand, and I also have the Reverberate. Very nice card, it can be used to great effect. Anyway, let's make Gameslayer confused. I could cast the Terramorphic Expanse though, which I should do, because then I will not have the wait period. But I really wanted to confuse him by casting yet another fire land. Whatever, I'm going to review my cards and show him what I've got. Very sad, I did want to make him uncertain what I have, but honestly, I do want him to win another game, because, you know, I don't want this to be a completely total stomp, I say, knowing that I might still lose very easily. But at the same time, oh, another Terramorphic Expanse. This would be nice, but I need to cast my island so that I can cast this guy right away. He's very nice, as you can see, 1-1, and I can make him deal damage to a creature or player. Very nice. Not the best 2 mana cost creature. There are far better 2 mana cost creatures out there, trust me on this one. But he's decent, especially for the deck I'm playing right now. I mean, my deck is really strange and weird, and Gameslayer plays as the goblins. Well then, this guy is very good at killing goblins, because most goblins have 1 life, and he can deal 1 life whenever he taps himself. So Gameslayer should attack me now, because there's no way I'm sacrificing my creature to kill his puny little weakened creature, and he is being smart, as he unfortunately usually is. He even pointed out in our previous game that I could have won a turn earlier by attacking with the witch and then sacrificing my demigod to do this additional 2 damage and, you know, killing Gameslayer as a result. Alright, yet again, not casting Terramorphic Expanse, because I do want to cast my Weirdo, because, hey, I know weirdos are weird. What else do I have? I can get that, so my creature would get first strike and +2/+0, which is nice, but why do that when we can just go for absolute weirdness? So yeah, I'm a weirdo. This guy has 0 and 1, so that's really weird. He can deal 1 damage to people, and when I cast something, I can untap him. So he's basically a spammer in terms of that. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to attack Gameslayer, or do I want to kill a goblin? I want to kill a goblin, thank you very much. So, creatures, kill that, and that's that. Simple way of getting rid of a goblin. I could have attacked Gameslayer, but since his deck is focused around having a critical mass of goblins, I better start killing those goblins before they become a real threat. Now then, what am I going to do next? We'll just wait for Gameslayer's move. He's got another land, and he's casting a Goblin of Sword. Ooh, that is a strong one. Alright, so at the beginning of his upkeep, he gets a Goblin with haste. And his goblins have to attack. He cannot have his goblins not attack. So that's good to know. Alright. In this case, let's cast that. Alright, and let's cast my wee Dragonauts. Why? Because then, in the next turn, I can cast my Instant, then use a Reverberate, then I will be able to just use this with great effect with my Galactron thingy, and with my wee Dragonauts and stuff. It's going to be wonderful. Anyway, let us continue, because this so far looks nice, but I'm really worried about Gameslayer's goblins. They can be quite threatening indeed. Not going to use my Electric Body guy thingy ability to deal damage to Gameslayer just yet, because I'm saving that to deal damage to a goblin that Gameslayer is going to spawn in the next turn. So let us wait for a little bit, see what Gameslayer is going to cast. Oh no! A 3/3 mob boss. It's yet again his legendary. That's going to be tough to deal with. And I cannot cast my guy right away, annoyingly enough. Oh well. What I'm going to do, however, is deal 1 damage to this goblin to make sure that he is actually dead. Thank you very much, Gameslayer. Also, Gameslayer has to attack in the next turn, because he will be able to do that, and he will not gain a huge ton of goblins right away with this mob boss. So I will be able to kill him by casting my Thunderstrike. And then I can also cast that. You know what? I think it is going to be fine. Those cards only cost 2 that. It's interesting. I will not be able to kill Gensler in a single turn right away, like I planned to originally. But it is going to be fine, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, let us not attack. Like so. Hold on a second. Why did it attack automatically? That was kind of strange. I mean, I could buff this guy's damage output, which is nice. I could buff it quite significantly. I mean, that's 1, that's 3, 4, 5. Then with that, that's 6, 7. That wouldn't kill Gensler instantly, but this would be fairly close to that. So let's attack with him right like so right now. Wait, what? Why cannot I not attack this guy with this guy? An ability or effect is preventing you from declaring those attacks. Huh? Wait a second, is there something I am unaware of? Goblin creatures attack each turn if able. No. Why can I not attack? What on earth is happening right now? Whenever I cast... No, that's not it. That's not it. Why can I not do anything? I'm really effing confused right now. I cannot do it like this either? What is going on? I cannot continue. I cannot attack like I want to. What on earth is happening right now? As in, seriously, why? I think the game really wants me to attack with my Razor-Fin Hunter. I'm recording this, I am. But I cannot do it. I'm unable to do anything. I mean, I could attack with my Razor-Fin Hunter and sacrifice him. Why would I do that, though? What on earth is happening? Why is it happening, more to the point? Now, I guess he will defend. I mean, why wouldn't he? But then I could just cast this thingy. And I'm going to do so. So, at least that's that. I will kill his legendary in this way. And I should have... Oh, I should have casted... I should have used my Galactic Guy thingy. Oh well, it's really weird what happened. I have no idea what is going on with this game. It was really weird. And was it a bug? Was it some kind of ability I was unaware of? I have no effing clue what happened. I just know it was really strange and I wasted a bunch of potential because of that. I mean, it was fine because gameslayer let me kill his legendary, right? But now I have no instant to copy. And it's really weird. I have no idea what actually literally happened right there. So, yeah, let's deal 1 damage to a creature. Let's kill this guy because he's more scared. He allows gameslayer to cycle through his stuff. This guy has to attack. I can block it with my wee Dragonats. Not a problem about that whatsoever. No problem with that whatsoever. So come on, guys, attack. If you can attack, because maybe the game just bugged. Why didn't he... Wait, what? Goblinian creatures attack to each turn if able. He's got haste. Who was supposed to attack? Did we break a game? Does it work on me instead of him? What on earth is happening? Goblin creatures attack each turn if able. He should have attacked with this goblin. He didn't. Why? I don't know. I think gameslayer is cheating because he's mad that he is losing. Seriously, what is happening? I have no idea. It's as if I have this effect on me and the gameslayer doesn't. Which makes no effing sense if you have any common sense in you. So yeah, what on earth? It's a merfolk. Oh, it's a goblin as well. Okay, but this guy should have attacked as well. That's really strange. The thing that is happening right now. Anyway. Yes, attack, stop timer, do that so this guy cannot block me and I still have my goblin alive. Right, so I'm a little bit less confused now. Some of my stupidity went away, but I couldn't attack with this guy. How so? It's really strange. I mean, I didn't try actually attacking with this guy this turn, but I don't know. I really have no idea what is happening. Gameslayer cannot attack when he's supposed to, and I cannot attack with my wee Dragonats even though I do want to. What is happening? I might actually lose this match just because of sheer amount of weirdness. I mean, I know that Mindstones that I'm playing right now are all about weirdos, but what is happening? And, oh wow, okay, so he got this Mind Maul. So whenever he casts a spell, he puts a card in his hand on the bottom of his library in any order, and then he draws that many cards. Okay, I can block with those guys, good. This didn't bug out, so that's at least something. Thank you. And against they had to attack, so yet again that's good, because otherwise it would be like, what on earth is happening against you're cheating. But I don't have any cards in my hand, except for one card that is completely useless because I cannot do anything with it right now. Very strange, very weird. But at least I can attack with my Wheat Dragonauts this time. What is happening? Nobody effing knows. Nobody. Anyway, let's keep attacking with what I've got. My Merfolk Goblins and my Wheat Dragonauts. Whee! We attack! And my gel thingy can keep dealing damage to any goblin that against the summons. That said, sooner or later he's going to summon a big guy and oh. Is this dealing damage? Yeah, it is dealing damage. So I need to sacrifice this guy, deal damage to this goblin while I can because I'm about to lose my goblin counter per se. Alright. I mean, it doesn't matter because, oh, actually I wasn't able to block, so that's good to know, I guess. Alright. What is going on with this match? It is really crazy, but also it feels like it is really cheating. I mean, why wasn't I able to attack with Dragonauts in the previous 10? Why did I get so confused? Why was I so stupid? Why is it? Why the things that are happening? I don't know. I mean, I did fail a little bit. Oh no, this guy will actually be able to kill my Goblin Merfolks. Unless I do that. Haha! Smartness for the win. Now I will not have to attack with those, and this goblin guy will actually die straight away, which is nice. And I can still attack with my Wheat Dragonauts, because hey, they actually can attack. Unlike what the game thought happens. Oh, I know what happened! I'm such a dummy. I couldn't attack because I wasn't attacking with my Goblin Merfolk, so they didn't let me attack with my other creature as well. Though it should have just be like, well, dummy, you can attack with this guy, but it should have. You know what this game shouldn't let me do? It shouldn't let me unattack with this guy, right? It shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't let me do that. So whatever, some weird things are happening, so whatever. But it was my fault. I now realize that all this weirdness, it could have been prevented. And yeah, I could have copied this instant, but really, to what effect? And now I guess it's just going to kill me. And I guess you have to attack each turn if able, just saying. And besides, why wouldn't you attack with this goblin since I'm not able to block with anything? So, yeah, you're weird. Weirdos all across the board. This game, this match in particular is weird. Sadly, it was all my fault, this weirdness. And come on, even more lands! I'm definitely not land starved, not mana starved, but I'm definitely not drawing what I want to be drawing. Also, cancel. Do I want to kill this guy? Goblin spells cast less and they have haste. Yes, I want to kill this guy over the other goblins. So let's do that. Cast that. Do damage to creatures. Cast that. Guess I will be still able to deal 3 damage. But anyway, no matter what I choose to target, still I would lower against that potential by 1. And skip attack so that I have a defender. I mean by 2. I would lower his damage potential by 2. And this way at least his goblin creatures still cost as much as they used to cost in the past. Right, he's got one more card in his hand. What is it? Is it a creature? Is it something? Yes, it is a creature. It is Protection from Blue. Fortunately, I do not care about that because I can kill him straight away with my Goblin Merfolks. But the Goblin... Dude, you have to attack, you know this. This is what confused me as well, gameslayer, but no matter what you do, you have to attack. Yeah, there we go, attack. Don't throw me or fool me or whatever. Anyway, it's good that I saved my defender because I cannot out-damage against it. What I have to do is endure because otherwise I'm just dead. That's the sad state of affairs. I need a card that isn't a land and that I can actually play and have some effect of it. Alright, this weirdo is not too bad. It is mostly effective against blue and decks and against Bone of Flame and Brag decks and a lot of decks, but not against goblins, unfortunately. Still, it's a 3/3, it can defend, it is a weirdo, so it doesn't have to attack. It's nice, in the grand scheme of things. Alright, let's kill this power driver because he... I'm actually blue! I am actually blue! Oh boy, this is bad. So I need to kill as many goblins as I possibly can. Alright, that's good to know. So let's kill this goblin right here, thank you very much. And this guy is going to kill just a random goblin, because hey, why not? Now, this guy is going to get +3/+3 in the next turn, and he will be able to kill any creature I choose to block with, annoyingly enough. But I think I'll just block this damage with my Wheat Dragon. No, actually, they can become very powerful. You know what? I should have attacked with my Wheat Dragonauts, and then take the damage. No, actually, I shouldn't have done that. I should have blocked another goblin with my Dragonauts to lower the damage of this guy. Or I could just kill him with this. No, I cannot attack him with this creature because he does have protection from blue. I cannot even target him, as you can see. So, alright, let's kill other goblins then. to lower this guy's damage potential and take less damage as a direct result of that. Thank you very much, game. Now let's see what attacks first. Well, this guy dies first, so it should lower the damage potential of this other goblin. It didn't, though! Holy game, this game is cheating as bow cakes. Because when I played, that's what happened. Okay, anyway, this guy, Electrized is 2 damage divided as you choose amongst 1 or 2 target creatures and the players draw a card. I do need to draw a card. It is a blue card, however, half blue at least, so I cannot really do that much. If I attack in this turn with everything I've got, can I kill gameslayer? I can try, we'll see how it goes. So anyway, let's do that. Let's deal 1 damage to this goblin right there, thank you very much. And the other damage to gameslayer, thank you. Then, let's copy this card, because I don't know what I'm going to draw otherwise. Then deal another 2 damage to gameslayer. Like so. So now he's going to be dead quite a bit of damage. Stop, stop, stop. And then I actually have this, +2 and against first strike until the end of 10. So cast this on my Wheat Dragons to give them even more damage. So that's 9 damage. And then I deal even more damage with those guys. And I have got Time Warp, which I will not be able to use. I won this. Whew. Oh, that was scary. So far, however, I'm winning 3-1 against gameslayer. I might actually win. I might win a best of 7 and I might win this in a very nice style as well. Still, this game was weird, it was challenging. And my heart is pounding 25,000 times per second. Alright, I'll see you again in game number 5. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is game number, what, 5? I'm winning 3-1 at the very least, so far things are going very well, but I have no land. I'm playing with my green and black deck, and of course it needs land, which I didn't get this time around. Let's have a quick look. A worm, very expensive one, a very nice section card. Nothing to go on really, but I'm afraid to mulligan. Let's do this, I need a better hand. Oh no, this is even worse, let's mulligan again. Alright, I'm starting with 5 cards, and I'm going to lose. Oh, and he's playing with Dream Puppets as well. This is so well. Well, at least I have a lot of cards in my library though, then, because, you know, I only drew 5 cards at the start. So I do have some mana, so that's nice. And what kind of color do I want to start with? Well, I'm thinking either way, I only have 1 black and 1 green left, so no matter what I do, I will know what I have, so I might as well start with a swamp. Sadly, I had to mulligan so many times. I shouldn't have done so, because in the other hand, I also had 3 lands, but at least I had more other cards, so the odds of me drawing something low cost were higher than they are right now. Anyway, there's nothing I can cast that costs 2 mana, so I might as well use my Evolving Wilds. And since I will have 2 swamps, I do need to get a forest. There we go. And let's continue. Things are not looking too good. I mean, I do have quite strong cards. I mean, this card in particular, Golari Germination. Very nice if I can get enough cards, but I probably will not be able to do so because I'm fighting Dream Puppets. Similar deal is with this Vulture Zombie. He's very nice, but not against Dream Puppets, because you know why. And Defense of the Heart is an incredibly powerful card. I love it a lot. It just allows me to become insanely powerful within an instant moment's notice. But you guessed it, it needs a lot of cards in against his hand, and he just... What happened? Oh, he just returned his own creature card to his own hand because he couldn't cast it. That's so funny. I mean, he could cast it, but its special effect could only affect... It had to affect some creature, and there was only 1 creature on the battlefield, and that was this ever thingy, whatever it's called, however you're supposed to pronounce it. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so far so bad. Gameslayer has been unable to cast anything. He does have instants, I noticed. He waited with his 10, he had to press continue, so he has instants and sorceries. He definitely has a counter spell, he definitely does have mind control as well. Well, one of the two. So if I want him to waste his counter on something, what do I want to waste his counter on? Either my Motivol, who's a very powerful card, or my Defense of the Heart, which is also very powerful, but less effective rather, against Gameslayer's deck. So let's make him waste his counter on Defense of the Heart. And see, there we go, the counter is wasted, very nice. Now he's got less counters to actually use. He's actually reading the description, so he is deciding whether or not he should waste the counter. Oh no, he didn't! He's too smart. He knows he's not going to play any cards, so he saved up his counter. That's bad. Unless he doesn't have a counter, but I'm pretty certain he does have a counter. And yeah. That said, if he has a clone and mind control, and he clones and mind controls my multiple, I'll be able to draw any cards I want. Because my enemy will control 3 or more cards. Actually no, he'll control 2 cards, that's not 3 or more, that's not too good. And he's actually making himself draw cards, so he didn't have the best cards yet, but at the same time I didn't have the best cards either. Alright, I can cast my Vulture's Zombie, or I can cast my Ravenous Rats. Let's start by casting Rats and make gameslayer waste his counter. I mean, obviously he's not... Actually, he couldn't counter this! Why am I so stupid? No! I may have to throw away the game. I could have casted anything I wanted. And I casted 1 card. I didn't care that is, you know, about being countered or not. Hopefully gameslayer will think that I have no cards that are worth countering, but either way, he still will have his counter to use. I was so ridiculously stupid right there. I cannot believe it. I should have casted my Vulture Zombie when I could. Now he still got this 2 mana cost counter spell that he can cast whenever he wants to, which is a very big problem. Alright, let's start by casting a mana. Let's sacrifice it right away for another swamp, I guess. No, actually I need more. Yeah, I do need more swamps because this guy can regenerate. Then let's cast this guy, right? Gameslayer will counter me. Okay, but this means that he'll probably not have a counter for the Multivore, who is more powerful in my opinion than Vulture Zombie against the deck that Gameslayer is playing at least. Yep, there goes the counter. I was so stupid! I hurt myself! I could have won this game, maybe. Maybe, you never know with Dream Puppets, but still, my stupidity, you know, is at its peak. It's doing me a favor of being horrible. Also, why did this... Oh yeah, it was a counter, so it didn't proc. Alright, at the very least, there is another creature in a graveyard, and this guy, he benefits from creatures in graveyards. So right now he will be 1-1, if I cast him. No, yeah, he will be 1-1. Good job, Self. Well, I will put those rats in there, and oh, he made a copy of the Vulture Zombie. This is a problem, a really big problem. That's a clone that he used, and he cloned a dead creature. Alright. So obviously I'm going to block, because then there will be more cards in a graveyard. And by more cards I mean 1 more, so my Multivore will have the 2/2 strength. But at the same time this Vulture Zombie will grow into infinite power. So this is going to be a problem. Alright. First of all, let's cast my Froggy guy. Maybe Gameslayer will waste his counter on that, if he has one. Maybe he didn't, but let's see. Maybe he has another one. No, he doesn't. So I have my Multivore. He has regeneration, but he cannot use it because... Actually, wow, I should have mana tapped because I didn't need to use all my swamps. Whatever, wasted my regeneration. That's happened. At least in the next 10, I'll be able to prevent all the damage from actually happening. And I do hope that the Gameslayer will cast another creature on the battlefield. If he does, then my defense of the heart will come into play, and then wonderful things will happen. I'll be able to cast my legendaries, of which I have none, I think. Maybe I have like 1 or 2. And then, yeah. Oh no, Sword of Body Man, GG, the most powerful piece of equipment that Gameslayer can get, and it is a very powerful piece of equipment indeed. So yeah, whenever he attacks and deals damage to me, I lose 10 cards, he gains a 2/2 wolf. Stop the timer, sacrifice the Spore Frog, gain additional Sapperling, and yeah, come at me, bro, with your 7/7 Vulture Zombie bastard. Alright, well, this didn't go too well, now did it? Anyway, I think the game... What is happening? Did the game desync? No, it didn't. Alright. Gameslayer was just... I don't know what he was doing. Alright, now when I sacrifice a creature... No, when my creature dies, Gameslayer has to sacrifice the creature. Very good, I hope many of my creatures will die, because then Gameslayer will have to sacrifice his clone. So let's continue with the next 10, and charge head on with my Multivore, and all of my Sapperlings. Yeah, but if I do that, then Gameslayer will just not block, and I'll do some damage, and this guy will still be alive. Should I do so, or should I not do so? Let's attack with the 2 of those and leave 1 guy to block the mage, and hopefully die as the direct result. Yeah, let's do that. I'll do some damage at the very least. Like 1 damage, which is not enough, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. I hope. Maybe Gameslayer will be completely brain dead and attack and kill one of my creatures. This would be wonderful, but he's just going to block Multivore. I will not even have to regenerate this guy, because why would I? Don't need to ban Regenerate. And that's about it. This guy is going to grow in power. And yeah, then again, he blocks that. He will gain +1 power on the Vulture Zombie, and he'll just sacrifice his mage dude. So he'll stick out his most powerful card, and that's about it. And then he will continuously attack with his most powerful card. Actually, he didn't even get +1 because, yeah, I used a token, and it's a token that died. And this card doesn't benefit from tokens dying, it benefits from cards dying that actually can go into graveyard. So far, neither of us really is particularly lucky. I mean, my luck wasn't the best, and his luck wasn't the best either, and no, he's got mind control now. That's why he sacrificed his... mage, because then he was able to mind control my multiple, and my Defense of the Heart didn't activate. So he's got this one in the bag. That's cool, that's cool. I mean, I'm winning 3-1 now, he's going to be winning 3-2. Oh boy, he also had this. Oh no! Look at the cards I lost. Yeah, he definitely wins. I mean, I think we can accept that. This guy is now like 20 billion, 20 billion. Will he get 13-13? Yes, he will. So next turn I die. Oh, this is hilarious, isn't it? Alright, it happened. It's really sad though, because this deck I'm playing is one of the most fun decks to use. I do love playing with it just for the sole reason of it being so fun. But on camera, it fails me almost every single time. I cannot show you its awesomeness, but at least I can get a creature on the battlefield. So first of all, you do, sir. I need a flyer of some description. I need this guy, because he's very powerful, so let's get this guy. And then another creature, a flyer if at all possible, that can block the enemy quite efficiently. She's a flyer, and I can buff her quite nicely, so let's do just that. I got a land, that's also very nice. Now she can give herself a lot of strength, and she can nerf the enemy's guy quite heavily. Is it going to be enough though? I mean, I'll use 2 lands, so I'll have 5 lands, so I'll give myself 5 strength, and I'll lower this guy's strength by 5, so that's 10. So he will be basically have 8 toughness, and I'll not be able to kill him. Which is annoying. I can kill his other cards, but I can't kill this card no matter what I do. But I do have a 23-23 creature, so if I attack well, then in the next turn I'll be able to kill gameslayer. Just by attacking with my Lord of Extinction. I can't mess this up. I cannot mess this up. Let's continue onwards. Let's not do a thing. See what the gameslayer does, and then think carefully about what I need to do. As in very carefully. Oh! He won. He won. That's a very nasty card he's got. I was still able to activate this ability. Why didn't I do so? Didn't matter, because even if I did activate it, I wasn't able to counter. I mean, to block this guy. So in the end, nothing changed. Nothing changed. Alright. Still gameslayer won. Fine. He was kinda lucky. Did I make any serious mistakes? As in big mistakes I shouldn't have done? Yes, this one mistake that costed me the game was when I, didn't cast my Vulture Zombie and casted my Ravenous Rats instead. That was incredibly stupid on my part, and I think it actually did cost me the game. It really did. I mean, gameslayer had this card that loaned a creature from my graveyard. That's it, that's what made me lose. So, note to self, never do that again. Thank you for watching, and not thank you for watching yet. We are going to play another game because it's only 3-2. Stay tuned. Alright, game number 6 now in progress. It looks like gameslayer is making a comeback. I am now myself playing with Dream Puppets. What do I have? A decent hand. I'll keep it, I like it. Now, I seriously hope that gameslayer is going to play with Crosswinds, because he either can play with Crosswinds or with his Exalted Darkness. If he plays with Exalted Darkness, then Dream Puppets aren't the best of dealing with that. I mean, it is a very powerful deck. But Crosswinds are countered quite severely by Dream Puppets, because I can just... Oh no, it's the Exalted Darkness! I was afraid he would do that! Yeah, I only could choose either Dream Puppets or Goblins, and the Goblins are not the best against Crosswinds, because Crosswinds fly, Goblins, they don't fly. They are notorious for not flying. So, I'm afraid I'm dead. As in, literally, I think I just died, because Exalted Darkness do quite well against Dream Puppets, and Crosswinds do quite well against Goblins. I mean, if I get a lot of good Goblins early on, I can win against Crosswinds, but I don't think this is going to be the case. Also, alright. Gameslayer didn't get his duty-bound dead on his first turn. That's good, because it's a very powerful card. I mean, 1 mana card with such an incredible power. It's not going too badly, too poorly for me so far, but it's not going all that well, because I'm afraid Gameslayer is going to, you know, I think he's got his legendary. That's the only reason I can think of. Why wouldn't he mulligan a card his hand until he's got his duty-bound dead and his avian squires, who also cost only 2 mana, so he could have casted those if he had them. Anyway, I can tap a creature and draw a card. Nope. I can return my creature to my own hand. Nope. Or I can just cast my Entrancer. He's an Entrancer actually, not a mage. That's good to know, I guess. Anyway, he's not on the battlefield for me. I can start putting Gainslayer's cards in his graveyard. Unfortunately, he does. No, actually, he only has like 61 or something cards in his deck, so it's okay. I could possibly win by starving him to death in terms of library cards, but at the same time, I think he will kill me way before that happens, really. Exalted Darkness, incredibly powerful deck. I was wondering if I should ban this or Celestial Light, but as Gameslayer pointed out himself, Celestial Light is indeed very good against pretty much every deck, while Exalted Darkness, they can be countered by some decks. I'm afraid, however, that my deck is not one of those that can counter Exalted Darkness, at least not too well. Anyway, it's about time we start drawing more cards. Wouldn't you agree, Gameslayer? I mean, my hand is going a little bit thin. Yours might not be, but hey, there we go. Anyway, do I want to... Actually, I have no mana to make him put his cards from his library to his graveyard, so let's just attack while I can and continue dealing some damage. Because here why not, I might as well try and, you know, win this game in an unusual way by actually killing Gameslayer instead of starving him to death. Problem is, he got one of his most powerful cards. Whisper's Cloak is incredibly powerful. It gives him Unblockable and Shroud. So when a creature has this thing on it, then I cannot really do anything about it. I mean, this artifact itself doesn't have Shroud, so I can target it with my spells, but I don't really have any spells that can deal with that efficiently. And look at that. Now he equips this cloak on his Avian Squire, and I cannot block him ever, and I cannot target him with my spells ever, and then he puts his ring on it and he wins. And oh wow, protection from creatures, that's a little bit excessive, he didn't need that, but it still gives him a +1/+1, so I'm in a lot of trouble right now. That said, I can still unsummon him, and that is what I'll gladly do. Do I want to use an instant or my own creature? This would cost me 2 mana, so I would still have mana for something else. This costs 1 mana, so I could then cast my Broker. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to unsummon the Squire, right, and then cast my Broker. So let's unsummon the Squire. Thank you very much, Gameslayer. You don't need this card. I think we can both agree on that. And then my Broker is on the field. It would be hilarious if I were able to kill Gameslayer by force, by brute force, because that's not what Jace's deck is about. That is the exact opposite of what my deck is supposed to do, but I'm doing it. Even though my Phantom is 1/1 so far. I mean, it's supposed to be 5/5, but I wasn't able to put anything in Gamesla's graveyard so far except for 1 Aura card, which is, you know, not what was supposed to happen, but hey, I'll take it, I'll take it. Now, however, Gameslayer will learn from his mistake. He will immediately attach a cloak to his Squire, and then I'll be unable to tap it, unfortunately. Well, you know, I did try my best, So, Gameslayer, what you gonna do? Multiply? Oh, what was this card all about? I don't remember. He didn't cast it. Oh, that's bad because I don't remember what it is. I know he has one. I think it's something that deals damage to a creature or kills a creature. I do not remember, but I don't think it actually affects artifacts or enchantments. So, as long as he tries to kill my creatures, it's fine, but okay. He's not stupid. He casts his Avian Squire, then he casts... Oh, actually he casts a Duty-Bound Dead, and then he will attach his cloak on one of those creatures so that I will be unable, yep, to counter it. So he got smart, and unfortunately he got very smart, because now, yeah, this guy, not cool. I will attack with my Phantasm, and hope that Gameslayer is stupid enough to block, but he will not be stupid enough to block, unfortunately, even though I would love him to be. Alright. Let's see what I can do. First of all, let's get another Phantasm on the battlefield, I think. Or should I just start putting the cards in Gamesla's graveyard? Well, should I actually? Because this guy cannot do any damage, and this guy can only deal 1 damage, so why won't I just keep attacking Gameslayer with all I've got? Because hey, why not? So, you go in there, You unsummon the duty-bound dead, because hey, why not? And I'll just swing against him with my units until he just succumbs to my powerfulness. I cannot unfortunately do anything to this guy with a shroud, so that's that. They want to use my abilities to make gameslayer, you know, have less cards in his library? No, because so far it looks like what I'm going to do is just attack with everything I have and try to kill gameslayer before he gets his legendaries on the field. And he will be able to get those on the field, trust me. Now, however, he knows that I've got 2 lands left, so maybe he will be afraid that I have a counter and will not want to play his legendary because of fear. That's at least what I hope will happen, when in fact the only thing I have is an instant that makes his creature tap and it causes me to draw a card. So we will see. Right now I'm attacking gameslayer in 2 ways, by limiting the amount of cards he can use. Actually, so far I'm not really doing that because he only has 1 card in a graveyard. But am I recording? Whew, I am. I was afraid I'm not recording this epic match. But so far I'm whittling his health down slowly but surely. He's already down to half health. And I'll continue to attack him every turn. He only has 1 creature to block with, so that's not a lot, trust me on this one. But he's... Oh, the hamster is on the battlefield! He's a very scary creature. A very scary creature indeed. So... he's making choices. He's going to kill my... Oh no, I should have unsummoned this guy instantly. Now I'm late, because, yeah, it's too late. Oh well, I lost one of my damage dealers. That's very sad and unfortunate, but I've got a clone. Oh... Yeah, I have a clone. I can use a clone on my legendary. I'm on his horror, right? Why do I want to do that? I mean, this wouldn't benefit me at all. Yeah, well, what else can I clone that is useful? Not much. I will save this clone for his legendary, because if I clone a legendary, then this legendary dies instantly, because there cannot be 2 legendaries on the battlefield at the same time. Alright, what else do I have? I can... Oh, that's nice. Body double. That's what the gameslayer used last time. So, any creature in any graveyard. Is there any interesting creature in a graveyard? Not just yet, unfortunately. Alright, so what else do I want to cast? Let's get another Phantasm, shall we? Let us also get another Entrancer. I do need to deal with this Squire, though. There isn't anything I can do about that. I mean, I cannot clone him. Oh wait, I can, because it isn't a copy of target creature, it is a copy of any creature. But this Squire is... he is... Yeah, the problem, I think, he is unblockable because of his silk, so even if I have a flyer, that doesn't help me all that much now, does it? Let's think about it. Let's not ban my clone, right? Because it is what I need to kill his legendary when he casts it, and he will get his legendary sooner or later. Let's continue onwards, let's attack with everything I've got. He has his duty-bound dead, but no matter what he blocks, he will not be able to kill it, right? Right. But at the same time, I will not be able to kill him either, but at least I will be able to deal some damage. So let's attack with everything I've got and see what I can do. Pray that I can kill gameslayer before he kills me. This will be difficult and challenging, but maybe just maybe possible. We will see, ladies and gentlemen, we will see. He's down to 9 health, 7 health, 6 health. And I will be down to like 10 health in the next 10, maybe just 9 health. So it will be close, and I'm afraid that gameslayer might actually win this duel if he continues like this. He still didn't attach his ring to his Avian Squire because it does have Shroud, so he's unable to do so. Oh! Cathedral of War, it does have Exalted on it, so that's a problem. Yet even more damage on the Squire. That's a problem, but maybe just maybe I can still win this. I really want to win this because the only deck I have left is the Goblin deck, and the only deck that the gameslayer has left is the... Oh no, Mortify. And oh no, the Leash is also here. This is so bad. Alright, Mortify, that is destroy target creature or enchantment. Yeah, gameslayer won it, unfortunately. There wasn't much I could have done about this guy. Yeah. I mean, if I cloned him, then it wouldn't help him because I would have to cast spells in order to actually be efficient. So, gameslayer won this, so that's bad. So the next game will be Mind Goblins against gameslayer's Crosswinds. And Crosswinds, by all means, rape Goblins, unless Goblins are really lucky early on. And you know me, I'm not really lucky. So there we go, I'm going to lose 20 billion creatures again, and that's about it. Gameslayer was lucky, however, with the cards he got. You have to admit. So, yeah, there we go. Now I'm going to take a bunch of damage, and yeah, I don't think I will be able to do enough damage to gameslayer to kill him before he kills me. I could try defending, but how do I defend against this thing? I can't kill this artifact in any way. I don't have like the cards to do so, and he didn't attack me. Why did he attack me? He felt pity or something? I don't know. Do you have any interesting cards in a graveyard? Does any of us have any interesting cards in graveyard? Not really. I mean, this would be a waste to use a body double to get one of my weak cards from the graveyard back on the battlefield. And there are not enough cards in a graveyard to make my phantasms efficient. I mean, I need 10 cards in the enemy graveyard and there are only 2. If I attack, then Gameslayer blocks, nothing happens. I will attack with my Phantasm though, but Gameslayer has enough health to actually ignore this completely. Why does he have 2-2, however? Why does he have 2-2? Oh, because of his hamster, I forgot. Right. So I cannot really attack. This will give me nothing. He blocks this guy with this guy and this guy with this guy. I cannot block because this guy passes through my block. I can clone his avian squad to have another flyer that can do something. And this will be exalted as well, but who cares about that? I can block, I can copy his Deathbringer leash. He is a 3-4, he deals some damage, right? I'm unwilling to waste my clone, I mean... Let's do that. See what Gameslayer puts in his library. He put... No, it wasn't his legendary, it was his construct, but that doesn't really matter. I really don't know if I should ban this guy. I'm gonna wait. Maybe not the best decision in the world, but I'm really in not the best position. Not attacking because what's the point? I'm sorry I'm not coming to take this all that well, but I'm really thinking very heavily on what on earth should I do, because I do not have a lot of options. I do have options with those clones, but wasting a clone on a weak creature is not really the best deal, and yeah, now he's going to do that, and what on earth? Destroy attack a permanent. That's annoying, really annoying, because I need to draw as many cards as I can. This, then again, this Font of Mythos wasn't all that helpful to me thus far. I mean, you have to, you know, agree with that. There isn't really anything you can do. And now Gameslayer is going to either attack with everything or attack with just the Squire. He's, Demonic Tutor, that's a very powerful card. It is going to get rid of a lot, you know, it is going to get rid of my Phantasm, and it is going to give him another draw, which is usually not something you want to do against Jace's deck, but at the same time, you know, he might as well, because he knows that I'm dead. If I didn't cast anything in the previous stand, this means that I'm in a really big trouble, and, you know, might as well die. However, right now Gameslayer is browsing through his entire library thinking on what he wants to cast. I hope he picks his legendary just so I can kill him with my clone, just for the kicks, because I can. And then, after I kick him with a clone, I clone him from a graveyard, and I have a legendary. And I might survive this game. I will not! Yes, he will kill me before I can kill him, but this will be hilarious at least, and that's all I want to happen. So he's got his legendary, he will cast him in the next turn. He's going to tap me as well. Doesn't really matter, because I cannot attack or block, so... And I lose 1 life at the beginning of my upkeep. I just realized, yeah, that's nice, Gameslayer, thank you very much. It's only a 3 mana card. Well, I guess Pacifism is a 2 mana card, and it's the same except without this skill. But then again, you lose 1 life at the beginning of your upkeep is a 3 mana cost thingy for the dev deck. And it's not even all that hard to get this kind of mana you need for the Pillory of Simples. I don't know, it sounds a little bit strong. Whatever, I'm going to die in the next turn anyway. Still saving my clone so that I can throw Gameslayer, but I think we all agree that right now I'm dead. Woohoo! Look at what I have! Yay! Woohoo! Gameslayer, you're going to have less cards, and I'm gonna have additional mana card. No! No! Wait, yes! His legendary is actually in a graveyard, so... Oh, he stopped the timer? Why did you stop the timer? You cannot counter me. So for a second I thought that horrible things happened, but then again I realized I can just clone his overlord right away. And Gameslayer is just reading this creature's ability, showing it to his viewers, and saying that, yeah, well, Pancakes, you did nice, you're gonna have a legendary creature, but it's not going to save you because I kill you in the next 10. Actually, last time he dealt only 6 damage to me. but when I attack, it will not save me. I mean, I will attack, he will sacrifice some of his creatures, and that's about it. Right, I want to view his graveyard. I want to have this legendary creature. Thank you very much. Oh, this one? No, it's not as strong. I want to have his signature card. So 5/5 legendary. Whenever he attacks, it makes Gameslayers, it forces Gameslayers to sacrifice something. But what Gameslayer can do is a very simple thing. He casts a white spell, makes me tap. He casts a black spell, makes me die. GG, I have no longer my legendary. But at least I've trolled him, right? This has to count for something. Right? Right? Unfortunately, no matter how I look at this, I know that the sad state of affairs is Gameslayer will win this match, then he wins the next match, and then he wins our best of 7 of best of 7s. In a 4-0 fashion, right? I mean, in some of those best of 7s I did quite well. I mean, this one, I think this one is going to be a 4-3 win for Gameslayer. So that will be 2 4-3 in this... 2 4-3 wins for Gameslayer, but still, you know, no matter how I look at this, it's not gonna be enough. And yeah, Deathbringer Unleash, tap my creature, then he can casts a black card, kills my creature, and that's about it. At least I showed Gameslayer, and that has to count for something. It has to count for something. I'm going to continue saying it counts for something until the end of all times. Actually, he will not cast a black card. No, yeah, wait, he will, because it costs only 1 mana to equip a ring? Really? I thought it costs 2. Yeah, it only costs 1. Huh, didn't know that. Oh well, doesn't matter. Come on, Gameslayer, I know you have a black card. Cast it already. He doesn't cast it yet. He wants to troll me even harder. Alright. Actually, I think he'll kill me right now. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, just 5 addition to that, with 5 plus 3 equals 8. Enough to kill me. GG, Gameslayer. Alright, well... Let's prepare for the inevitable defeat. Sadly, Gameslayer, it was a gamble, right? If I played with goblins right now, then I would have had my Dream Puppets against Crosswinds, and then I would have won this deck and probably win the entire best of 7. But, you know, I gambled, this was the only thing I could have done, and I failed because my luck hates me. Whatever, it was a nice match, so stay tuned till the match number 7. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the last match, match number 7. Look at my hand! 1 land! I'm going to lose so badly. As if Crosswinds weren't enough, I'm also drawing poorly. Alright, 4 land and 3 cheap goblins. Not the best deal in the world, by far not the best. But, you know, I wouldn't dare to mulligan again. I wouldn't dare. I would be mana starved with a goblin deck. And the only way for the goblins to kill Dream Puppets, not Dream Puppets, Crosswinds, which is a deck that Gameslayer is playing, the only way to kill him is to deal very big amount of damage early on, because later on Gameslayer will have a ton of flying creatures, very powerful, all of them more powerful than my goblins, and he will just turn me into a paste, and this will be it. I will be dead no matter what I do. So I really desperately need to win this ASAP before he gets his key cards on the battlefield. Otherwise I'm dead. I'm really dead. The goblins cannot do much against Crosswinds, unless you're very lucky. And you know me, I'm almost never lucky. I did get my Goblin Assault. I don't know about this, guys. I mean, it didn't work out too well for Gameslayer last time, but I don't know. Anyway, double strike, and whenever he deals that damage to opponent, I may put a Goblin creature card from my hand onto the battlefield. Not bad, except I only have 1 Goblin card left on my hand. So yeah, and I'm going to cast it next turn anyway. Not helpful at all, unfortunately. But you know, I had to mulligan once. I mean, 1 land would not have been enough, and then I couldn't mulligan again, which is annoying because in my previous hand, if you noticed, there were some pretty nice spells. I mean, there were lightning bolts. For 1 mana, I would be able to kill those dregs 1 by 1 very nicely and neatly. And oh no, fog bank, that's annoying. And then there were some really nice goblins as well, but 1 mana, seriously, even for a goblin deck, that's not enough. It really... Protection for blue! Yes, please. Yes, please. Alright. I cast this guy, then this guy summons my Goblin Chieftain, and I might be able to actually win this. I might. Not too sure about this. Let's not count our sheep before we eat them. I don't think that's how this saying goes, whatever. But at the very least, this guy... Oh no, wait, he has to deal damage to opponent to actually summon a creature. Yay, double damage! Woohoo! Anyway, Gensei is down to 17 life, but he will gain 3 mana next turn. Most of his spells require 4 mana. They're his more powerful spells at least. But he does have some nice things that require 3. Okay, he's got another Fog Bank. That's annoying. Those Fog Banks are really good against goblins. I mean, I do have a guy that has protection from blue, so I don't have to worry about that, but you know. Anyway, Chieftain more potent than the Shaman, although if I get this guy on the field, I'll start, you know, getting those tokens right away. But then again, let's think. I'll attack this turn anyway, and I'll deal 1 damage. If I cast this guy, I'll deal, in fact, 2 damage, and addition this damage. Then again, if I cast this guy... Let's start with Goblin Assault, shall we? I want to start amassing goblins as early as possible. Next turn, Goblin Chieftain, if Gameslayer doesn't have the ability to block me. He might do... I think there definitely are counter spells in the Crosswinds deck, but there aren't too many of them. There are only a few. It's not like Jace's deck that has a billion of those. Or any other blue deck from previous Duels of the Planewalker games. So I'm relatively safety-ish, but it's not too good. Anyway, this Power Driver, he also gains additional damage from any other goblin on the battlefield. So maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to win this. But no, I got excited about the win, I'm going to lose. And Archaeomancer first, that's interesting. Why didn't Gameslayer cast his Summon Drake spell? Maybe he didn't get it. If he didn't, then he's very unlucky. As in ridiculously unlucky. He's gonna counter me, obviously I'm going to cast my Goblin Chieftain now for additional 1 damage on all my goblins. I have haste on all my goblins as well now. All of them can kill this Archaeomancer and none of them will die because of the Archaeomancer. I think I may have won this. I have won! I have won! I have won! Glory to the goblins! Guys! I doubted you for a second, I really did, but then this stomp... I didn't... Wow, let's just assault Gameslayer even harder, just cause I can. Wow, guys, it is incredible. There is best of 7 of best of 7s that we're playing with Gameslayer. It's not going to be a 4-0. So far it is 3-1, because this particular best of 7 we play right now, I won it! I have proven once and for that skill is still weaker than luck, but my skill with my luck overpowers Gameslayer's skill luck. Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. It was PANCZASU the Mighty Mixed Power. Thank you very much for watching. Like this video. Leave a comment. Please do leave a comment. This video deserves a comment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you online.